I'm Camden, and welcome to the wonderful world that is my YouTube. Let's get right into this Vampy Smokey drag makeup tutorial. I'm starting off with my Kat Von D primer, putting that all over my face and rubbing it in with my fingers. This will give a nice smooth hydrated base for us to work on top of. Now I'm going to go in with some color correcting so that I'll have a blank canvas to put new colors on top of. So I'm starting off by canceling out the blue tones in my face, which would be my eyebrows that I have glued down and my upper lip mustache area. So I'm just applying an orange peachy cream, this is from Krylon, over those areas and blending it out with my finger. Now, taking a green and a purple concealer, I'm going to correct some redness with that green concealer, so I'm just doing under my eyes and a few spots on my face and blending that out. And then with the purple concealer, I'm going to correct yellow tones on my face, which are usually around the corners of your mouth and below your mouth, and for me that is definitely true. I have sallow tones there that I wanted to get rid of. So that's where I'm putting the purple and blending everything out with the Beauty Blender so that there are no harsh lines. Now I'm putting my foundation on. So I'm using this really light colored TB paint stick from Krylon, and I'm putting that almost all over my face, but mainly on the high points of my face, and leaving just some contour areas open for my darker foundation shade, which is what I am going in with right about now. And I am filling in all of those blank areas, which are just the bottom half of my cheeks and the sides of my forehead, sides of my nose. And then, once I have my two foundation colors laid down, I'm blending them all together with that damp Beauty Blender. Now, to highlight my face and add some more dimension, I am using this Clown White Super Color from Krylon, and I'm just taking that on my Beauty Blender and just putting that under my eyes, my upper lip, my chin, the top of my nose, my nostrils, in the middle of my forehead, and blending that all into the face to bring more light to the center of my face, so my face has a more oval appearance. Now to go in and add some shadows, I'm taking this contour stick, it's from Wet n Wild, and I'm putting that all the areas that we put that darker foundation, and you can see that I'm not being light-handed with this because this is drag makeup, so this has to be ready for stage and everything has to be able to be seen far away. I'm also going in and really pinching my nose by drawing two close together lines down the sides of my nose, and then blending all of that in also with that damp Beauty Blender. And then if anything gets too muddy or the contour starts overpowering the highlight, I'll just go back in with some of that Clown White and just blend out the edges a little bit. Now I'm going in and separately highlighting my nose, so I'm taking that Clown White on a small brush and drawing a thin line down the top bridge of my nose, and then making it a little bit wider into a circle shape at the tip of my nose, and also highlighting my nostrils. And then just very lightly tapping that in with my Beauty Blender. Now taking the Kylie Cosmetics Skyliner in the color brown, I will be drawing in my eyebrows. So I'm going for the same eyebrow shape that I usually do, which is just a very arched eyebrow shape that goes out into a thin point a little bit downward at the end. And it starts about where my natural eyebrows start, and I do like to do an ombre brow where the front is lighter than the back, and so that's what I'm doing right here. This is also just kind of a map for where my eyebrows are going to go because I will be filling them in with powder later. And now to highlight my brow bone, I'm taking Clown White on another brush, and I am just putting that right up against that bottom line of my eyebrows, just blending it down a little bit, and then blending that out with the Beauty Blender once again so that there aren't any harsh edges. Now, since I just packed a bunch of creams on my face, I'm going to pack powder on top to set it all so that nothing moves around. So I'm starting off by packing powder under my eyes and then putting it all over the rest of my face. Then just brushing off any excess powder with a large powder brush. Now, taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, I'm taking the color on the far left on the bottom, and I am putting that all the places we put that contour stick, so sides of my forehead, cheekbones, rounding out my jaw, and sides of my nose. And I'm using this card that came with the BH Cosmetics order to get a really sharp line so that it looks very drag-y. And I'm just using that card once again and holding it so that I have two very sharp lines for my nose contour. And on my nose especially, I am being very heavy-handed and just basically coloring in the whole side of my nose, but avoiding my nostrils because I like to keep my nostrils highlighted. It pinches the nose a bit more. Now, taking this e.l.f. eyeshadow quad, or that's not a quad because there are 5 colors. Well, this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, I'll say. Taking this dark brown shade, it's a very pigmented, dark, rich chocolate brown. Taking that on the same angled brush I did my eyebrows with, and just filling my eyebrows in now. So I'm focusing that powder more towards the tails of my brows, and then tapering the color towards the front so that I get that nice ombre fade. Now, taking this very pinky, peachy type blush color with, it's like a really nice, vibrant pink color with a bit of a gold sheen to it. I'm putting that on my cheeks, you know, once again, going a little heavy with this, and I'm bringing that up my cheekbones and focusing it mainly on the apples of my cheeks, the bottom of my chin, and on the tip of my nose. And something extra that I decided to do that you really don't need to, because like you really don't need to, but I blushed the top of my ears because that'll just tie in the whole face to give a nice bashful look, because I love a blushed face. I'm also just very lightly sweeping that blush across the center of the top of my forehead. Now I'm going in with that translucent powder once again, and I am baking my face. So I'm putting an immense amount of powder under my eyes in a triangle shape, and right underneath that contour I did, and packing it on my chin. I should have put it on my upper lip, but I didn't. And on the center of my forehead. Now taking this blue highlighter from a BH Cosmetics highlighter palette, just very lightly dusting that on the front of my brows. Then taking the same powder brush that I used in the beginning, I am dusting off that bake after letting it sit for a few minutes, except I'm leaving the bake under my cheekbones on, because I want that to stay longer to let that really sink in and give a harsh highlight contour contrast. Now taking the just stark white highlighter from that same, nope, not eyeshadow palette, from that same highlighter palette, I'm using this to actually highlight my face. So I'm putting that on the tops of my cheekbones, blending it up my temples a bit, above my eyebrows, on my chin, and I should have done my cupid's bow, but I didn't. Oh, whoops. And on definitely on the tip of my nose, because I think that looks very cute when you just have a nice, shiny, big, round nose. Okay, sure. Now, ignore me eating Cheez-Its, and now I am taking this black jumbo eye pencil, and I am putting that on the outer half of my waterline and leaving the inner half blank, and also filling in my whole eyelid and drawing out a bit of a wing shape with that, and then just taking a brush and just patting that out so that it's all an even base to pack shadow on top of, which is what I am doing next. I'm taking a matte black eyeshadow and just packing that with that same brush all over where I put that eye pencil. Then I'm just blending that out just a little bit with a clean brush. Now taking this deep plum purple shade, I am blending out that black eyeshadow with this and just really exaggerating all of the lines and really blowing them out. Now taking it's like a light pinky purple magenta color. This is a matte eyeshadow from Krylon, and I'm just very lightly putting that around all the edges so that there's a nice blend between my face and the eyeshadow. Now taking a white jumbo eye pencil, and I'm filling in that area we left blank of my waterline, and I'm drawing in a little bit of an inner wing shape with that to open up my eyes and angle them more upward. And then I'm setting that with a matte white eyeshadow just to make the white more intense. Now I'm taking that matte black eyeshadow on a small brush and just continuing the line of my waterline down a bit so that it looks like the white is part of the whites of my eyes, and also extending the inner lash line, I guess, down a little bit. Then I brushed off that bake below my cheekbones, and now I'm taking a bit of Duo eyelash glue on my finger and just patting that on the center of my eyelids, and then I'll be putting this cobalt blue glitter on top of it. This will really just, jazz it up a bit. And now taking a black liquid eyeliner, I am drawing in little bottom eyelashes all along that black line that we drew to be the bottom of our eyes. Now taking the same black jumbo eye pencil. I really should have used an eyeliner pencil for more precision, but I was lazy and this was right next to me. But now I am overlining my lips to give well, I really don't have lips, so that's why I'm overlining them. But I could also say I'm overlining them because it's drag makeup, which, I mean, I did want them to be very big and dragged up, which is what I'm doing. I'm, making everything really big and filling in, not all of my lips, really just an outline of my lips, lip liner. Yeah, wow, okay. And now I'm taking, this is the color Hazel. It's a matte liquid lipstick from Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm filling in the inner portion of my lips with this, and then blending it into the black so that I get a nice black to nude brown fade. And I wanted to do a somewhat neutral lip so that I can let the wig and the glitter on the eyes stand out. Now I'm just applying my first pair of eyelashes, which is a straight out, intense pair of eyelashes. And then right on top of that, I'm going to apply a bit smaller, wispier eyelashes. So now that I've stacked those two, which will give me some dramatic drag eyelashes. Now for the cleavage. So this was my first time contouring like this. I'm taking the same contour color I did on my face, just drawing in where shadows would be. Do I really need to explain this? I'm making the shadows more focused in the center and let them fade out on the sides. I'm also taking a matte white eyeshadow and just cleaning up the outer edges. Yeah, okay, we're done with that. Now I am taking Prose-Aid to glue down the lace of my wig. So I am putting that on around, right below my hairline, and then pressing the lace down onto that. Also down the sides of my face so that I can glue down the sides. I also have to put Prose-Aid on my ears because I'm not allowed to get my ears pierced, so I inconveniently have to glue earrings to my ears instead of just putting them on. So then once I've glued down the wig on both sides and in the middle, I am gluing on the earrings. And then I am applying some clear lip gloss, and this is the finished makeup look. Thank you so much for watching, and I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Other than that, I will see you in my next video, and I will leave you with these dramatic shots of me posing.
Do you see?